In this episode, I'm going to talk about S Corporation. Through this video, you may discover that an S Corporation election is right for you. You could possibly save a lot of money if you decide to elect your business as an S Corporation. So you probably clicked on this video because you are in the process of starting your business. Hello everyone, I'm Andrew from Malai Law, where we help entrepreneurs just like you start your businesses without having to deal with all the complicated legal forms. Our done-for-you service is backed by over 1,950 five-star Google reviews, and we can help you start your business as well. I am a law graduate who just recently took my bar examination. I am currently waiting for my bar examination results, and now I'm helping entrepreneurs just like you start your businesses. If you are a business owner or a potential business owner, if you've spoken with a CPA, a tax person may have introduced you to the idea that your business should be taxed as an S Corporation. A lot of business people don't know how an S Corporation affects their business. It is my goal through this video to talk to you about an S Corporation and to break it down in simpler terms so business owners like yourself can learn a little bit more about an S Corporation. So when you're forming a business, you begin by choosing a business entity. Now you have two options for this business entity. First option is to form an LLC. The second option is to form an S Corporation. A corporation can elect to be an S Corporation. And whether you're a C Corporation or an S Corporation is strictly a federal tax issue. It does not affect the type of entity you are in the eyes of the state or how the business operates on a daily basis. It is strictly related to federal taxes. Some people say there are two corporations, C and S corporations. However, that's not really the right way to say that. A corporation can elect to be an S corporation, and whether you're a C corporation or an S corporation is strictly a federal tax issue. It does not affect the type of entity you are. In the eyes of the state, it does not affect how your business runs on a day-to-day basis. Again, it is strictly related to federal taxes. If you form a corporation, the corporation defaults to a C corporation. As C and S corporation, those names come from the subchapter of the Federal Tax Code. If you're a C corporation, which is the default, I will explain to you what happens with these taxes. Money comes in, taxed as a corporation, a separate entity that must pay its own taxes. Basically, this means that when the business makes money, the company must pay taxes on that money. Then once that money is distributed to shareholders, the distribution is then taxed again. Subject to double taxation, basically meaning that it is taxed twice as opposed to an LLC, which is a pass-through entity. This means when money comes in, it is only taxed once at the individual level of the business owners. The LLC is not its own separate taxable entity. It is taxed in relationship to the business owners. What happens when you elect to be treated as an S corporation? The S corporation gets to avoid that double taxation. A corporation can elect to be an S corporation by filling out IRS Form 2553. The income and the losses to the corporation are taxed at the individual level of the shareholders. The corporation is not paying that tax. What does this mean? It is going straight through to the shareholders. Shareholders are able to personally deduct the expense from their taxes as well. That is amazing. So the question you're probably asking yourself is why aren't more business owners electing their corporations to be taxed as an S corporation? The thing with S corporations is that the IRS is very strict. There are certain requirements that must be met in order for a business to meet and to be eligible for an S corporation. For example, the corporation must be a domestic corporation. It cannot be a foreign corporation. Shareholders must all be individuals individuals. There's a little bit of a difference. When it comes to corporations, the partnerships and corporations can be shareholders of corporations. However, as corporations, members cannot be partnerships or corporations. There must be 100 or fewer shareholders, only one class of stock, few types of businesses that are not eligible for that. So if your business is related to something along the lines of an insurance company or a financial institution, those look more into it if you are eligible or not. I recommend that you look a little bit more into it to determine whether or not you are eligible. Now, if you meet requirements of an S Corp, it may be able to save your company a lot of money on taxes. It is important to note, however, that LLCs can also be elected to be taxed as an S corporation. LLC pays taxes once instead of twice like a corporation. This means that taxes pass through to the owners of the LLC. An owner of an LLC, you have to pay self-employment taxes. Employee of a business, you get paid and some taxes are taken out. But the thing is, you need not pay self-employment taxes if you are an owner of the business. You have to pay self-employment taxes, which go to Social Security and Medicare. Business owners get to take wages as employees from the company. They get to pay income taxes from that money that they get paid as employees, but they don't have to pay that self-employment tax if your LLC is taxed as an S corporation, because they are being paid as employees and any additional income that comes in is taxed as dividends. Electing to be treated as an S corporation is a way to avoid paying that self-employment tax. So you may be telling yourself, I'm a business owner, I'm gonna go ahead and set up an S corporation and I won't take any money out. Only my dividends will be subject to taxation. The thing with that is IRS says that all LLCs taxed as an S corporation, the owner employees must take reasonable wages, custom pay. This basically means that you must search and you must do research and you must look to see what other people in your same field are getting paid. You cannot just avoid paying anything and avoid paying taxes altogether. Do a little bit of research and determine how much someone in your position would make, the similar practice that you participate in. And so you must pay yourself that amount, whatever that custom amount may be. And the additional income is dividends. Electing to be taxed as an S corporation is a way to save a bit by not having to pay self-employment taxes. This was a short and basic explanation to elect to be treated as an S corporation. A lot of other things are also to be considered that I will not dive into today. But if you are starting a business and you believe it is the right way to go, or your business is building right now and it's growing, I advise that you speak with the right CPA or a good tax attorney. And if so, if you determine that an S corporation is right for you, that is very good. You will save money on taxes. It's important to note that I am not a tax expert. I received a tax concentration in law school, but I am not a tax expert. If you have any questions about anything discussed, make sure you click the link in the description below to schedule your free consultation. Please like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. I'm Andrew from Malaya Law. It's time to invest in yourself. It's time to rise.